How can I grab a high per hour job as fast as possible after coming to Canada? How can I earn $1,800 to $2,000 per month on just part-time hours? What type of jobs are right for students in Canada? If you have had any one of these questions, then you have come to the right place. Stick till the end of the video. I have 4 jobs that I can tell you which are exactly right for students and can make you a good amount of money. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel Varun in Canada, where I help you make better decisions by providing you tips, hacks and information about life in Canada. I'm bringing in a 6-year journey and experience of being an international student, transitioning to work life, and then me finally getting my permanent residency. I'm putting all of that information in this channel so you can save some time and efforts. Let's get right into it. The first job that I'm going to suggest is being a server or a bartender. Now, you might think these jobs are not really high paying. While that is true, but at the end of the month, you will bringing in a good amount of money. While the minimum wage differs from province to province, the minimum wage in Canada, for example, is $15.50 right now. Now, in tip-based jobs, which is serving and bartending, you get lower than the minimum wage. And why this is allowed is because you get a lot of tips. So, in these jobs, you will probably get about $13 per hour. But then you will also be getting tips from the restaurant and the customers. It is definitely a physically tiring job, but it definitely can be fun. And you didn't hear this from me, but if you make good connections with the staff in the restaurant, also specifically the kitchen staff, you can definitely squeeze in a meal or two, which is really delicious because you're basically eating the same food that the customers are eating. You did not hear this from me. Forget what I said. Now, in order to earn a good amount in these jobs, server or a bartender, you need to find a really good restaurant which has good enough menu that the customers end up tipping really good. And to do this, you cannot be just like all the other applicants. You need to set yourself apart. The way you can do that definitely is by getting these 2 things, 2 certificates. The first one is Smart Serve certificate. This certificate can be done by just doing a course on their website, which is a small course, just one test, which costs about $30. It's a one-time test, and once you're done with it, you get the certificate and you're good to go. This course and certificate aims at providing you information and awareness on how to serve responsibly to customers. It is designed to protect individual servers, event planners, and corporations from the liability associated with over-serving. If you want to work as a bartender, you definitely need this certificate. You cannot be a bartender without this certificate. The second certificate that you need, which can set you apart from all the other applicants, is food safety handling. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. It also has a course which you can do. It is a short course and a test. Once you clear that test, what it gives you in terms of knowledge and awareness is how to handle all types of food and how you can keep the food from getting contaminated. If you do these 2 certificates, you are set to apply to good restaurant jobs. Now, these next 2 jobs do actually require driving licenses, and not the licenses from your home country, but actually the driving license here in Canada. The second job that falls under the driving license requirement is valet and concierge. Valet and concierge jobs also pay minimum wage salaries, but just like restaurants and bartenders, you will be earning really good tips depending on which hotel or which event that you are working for. These jobs are mostly with hotels, event management companies, and restaurants. Depending on which hotel or which event you are actually working for, you can look at getting high amount of tips or low amount of tips. So try to select really good restaurants or really good event management companies. For most of these positions, a full G license is required, but you may find maybe some positions which only require a G2 driving license. Now, if you need full details about all the driving licenses that we have in Canada, drop a comment below and I will make a separate video just talking about what are the stages of driving licenses, how to give those tests without failing, and what to do and what not to do lists for all the stages. Now this third job is another one that requires driving license and as well as a car. Now, I know a lot of international students will not be looking into buying a car as soon as they land in Canada, maybe in 6 months, maybe not even in 2 years. But if you do end up buying a car, I will highly suggest that you can look into these jobs. I personally love driving, I love drinking coffee while I'm driving, and I also love exploring the city. So I thought, why not as well make money while I'm doing what I like? There are two ways that you can earn money in this section. The first one is Uber or Lyft passenger drop-off. Now, passenger drop-off for Uber or Lyft can make you up to $18 to $25 an hour. It really depends on which area you're delivering, which city you're living in. But for the most part, you can look about an average income of $20 to $24 an hour. The second option is Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes or DoorDash. All these three services are food delivery services. Over here, you might earn a bit less than passenger drop-off by Uber and Lyft, but you will definitely earn about $18 to $24 an hour. Average would be about $19 to $20 an hour. For all these services, what you need to factor in is the maintenance for your car, gas or petrol expense, food and drinks, whatever you get throughout the day, or you can just reduce this expense by packing food and making coffee at home. But I didn't ever do that, so I would suggest factor this in as an expense. Now, some regulations and restrictions for these jobs. Skip the Dishes and DoorDash allow you to deliver food for them if you're 18 years or above and have a G2 license. When it comes to Uber Eats, Uber and Lyft passenger, unfortunately, they require you to be 21 and above, and they also require you to have a full G driving license. If this content is helping you make better decisions, please smash that like button, share and subscribe to help me build something bigger, because I've got way more information to share. The fourth and the last job that I have here to recommend to you, which is something I personally did, and it is one of my favorite jobs to do as a student. This job is called brand ambassador jobs. These jobs are mostly in malls and stores. Mostly they are big brand stores which sell electronic products, or they can also be grocery brands which are like Costco, Loblaws, Metro and many other brands. This work is again pretty engaging and fun, just like the one I mentioned before. This work specifically, I can vouch for it, is pretty engaging and also fun because you get to talk with a lot of people. You get to show demos or samples of the product or services that you are there to market. Now, this is the job which has one of the highest per hour salary for part-time jobs. Currently, the roles that are in this sector are paying up to $21 an hour, and these roles are at least 20 hours to 25 hours per week. That literally covers all the hours a student is anyway allowed to work in a week. You get to work with great brands and products such as Microsoft, Apple, Google, Costco, Best Buy, and many other big brand stores. You will get a fixed schedule, and also it'll be a contract-based job. So basically it'll be like a 3-month or a 6-month contract. Now, you need to remember at the end of the contract, the company doesn't owe you any other next position. So you need to look out for getting another job after that, or you can build good enough connections in the company itself so you can get another contract as soon as this one ends. This is probably the only job that I have done or seen which has the most minimum amount of physical labor yet has a really high per hour salary. If you love these tips that I gave you on how to get a high income part-time job as an international student in Canada, then make sure you hit that notification bell, because in the next video I'm going to show you how you can pay your full fees or part of your fees while studying in Canada. See you in the next one. Peace.